In America, everyone counts, and the 2020 census is how that great promise is kept. Respond today online, by phone, or by mail, and help inform hundreds of billions in funding for education, health programs, and more. Shape your future. Start at 2020census.gov.
Folks, 62 days left before the election, November 3rd, but don't forget, you got early voting. You've also got early voting. You got people, of course, filing for deadlines, all that. Go to my iPad, please. Go to vote.org. Of course, you can register right now. You can check your registration. Y'all, everybody listening to me must check your registration. What's up with the screen blacking out? Come on now. Check the registration, please. We got to do that because you got to ensure you are registered to vote. All right. So joining me right now is my man, comedian Earthquake. He is stepping outside his comedy zone to launch an initiative and encourages 1 million voters to take three non-voters to the polls with them. He joins us right now. So Earthquake, so your deal is take somebody with you.
Yeah, it's called 1+3, everybody, you're an activist. First of all, thank you for having me on the show, my brother. I don't know why you, before we get into my initiative, but don't worry about scaring white women. White women love black men. They've been loving them for years. You ain't got to worry. They just trying to be with black men. You understand? That's all they want. And you ain't got to worry about the suburbs. White people ain't worried about that. They are coming to the inner city. It's called, gentrification. So he's out of touch. Have you ever been down to 14th Avenue? You can't get no working woman down there no more. When I was growing, they selling fruit. White women are jogging on 14th Avenue at 3 o'clock in the morning. Listen to me. Brooklyn ain't Brooklyn like it used to be, so you don't have to worry about that. That boo the boogie black man, that's only for rural areas. In the inner city, they love us. Now, back to my thing. 1+3, what it is, for you, and I want, first of all, salute you, Roland, because you have been a soldier in this war before the fight, before the rest of these so-called woke people have wakened. You have always been there. And I think they have to take a little activist from you. Everybody got to do their share. I think for the change to happen, you just can't vote. You got to make the change. You must do more. Everybody have to have a piece in this puzzle. And I think everybody got to do more. And more is not you just voting is not enough. We need you to vote with my initiative. You need to bring 3 people with you. That's 1+3. Bring 3 people. And the caveat and the description of the 3 people is 3 people that would have not voted if you had not intervened. It does us no good for you to bring 3 people that already was going to vote. We don't need that. We need you to go get Pookie. We need you to go get the chick that's twerking. We need to go get these people that's disenfranchised with the system and convince them that their vote counts. And if we do that, if everybody bring 3 people with them in the poll, just like they used to do or anything else, going to the strip club, or like ladies used to do when Scandal was having scandal parties, galvanize like that, put that together, put it on your social media, showing these are the 3 people that you brought into the system. I think we can make a change that way, and that's my contribution.
Well, and one of the basic things is that because of COVID, we now are operating in a space where you don't have all your previous events. And so we got to be using text messaging and social media to connect with people because we're not seeing people the way we used to. And that's really what this is about. And what you've done is you've broken this thing down to real basic. You ain't saying go get 30. Just you be responsible for 3. If that person does it, that's 3 million more people who vote than who voted before.
Exactly, especially in, the swing states. I'm looking for Ohio. I'm looking for Pennsylvania. I'm looking for Michigan. I'm looking for Colorado. I'm looking for Arizona. I'm looking for Florida. I'm looking for Texas, where me and you are at. And I'm looking for Alabama. If we can get Doug Jones to be the senator, we can also flip that state too. I think we just have to make sure that we galvanize everybody and just not tell them to vote. Everybody knows least 3 people that's disenfranchised with the system. And I need you to personally see them, make it in, make sure they registered. And once they register, making sure that they prove that you have proof you seen it, and then schedule what time we going to the poll. Do I pick you up? Do you pick me up? The same way when you go to the strip club. What time you coming by the house, pick me up before we go down to Magic City? I need you to connect that together and everybody to do their share. And that's the only way we can make that change.
So what you're saying is pick that person up, take them to vote, and then, like old boy with the Clippers, then go to Magic City to get your hot wings.
Whatever vice it is that you need to entice that person. I have a young brother that, he's into illegal pharmaceuticals. So I brought him a blunt. I said it'll be a blunt in the morning. When I come pick you up, you can smoke all the way to the pole. So I got Faison, I got this young comedian named Paul, and I need one more person. And then I'm going to post the 3 people that I got, and we're going to galvanize together and make sure that we go down and vote together.
All right, Earthquake, we appreciate it, man. Keep it up.
You know I'm going to keep it up. And hey, man, another thing, when you going to get this dance contest on, you've been ducking me, and you can keep on doing what you're doing because I know you're fighting a good fight. But when you're ready, man, I'm ready to do you, man. I'm ready to do you.
Earthquake, you know I am not running from you when it comes to dancing. I mean, you know damn well right there. First of all, you lying like Donald Trump right now.
Man, don't put me in that category. I tell the truth. But I'm telling you right there, you've been ducking me like a bill. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to let you go, man, because I know you got a lot of things going on in your life, so I'm going to give you a pass. But whenever you're ready, I said it's a dance-off to each other. Whoever wins donates to each other's favorite charity.
Well,
so come on.
Well, you might as well send the money in advance because you ain't going to win.
Come on, man. I saw them 2 left foots you got when I saw you on the Tom Jones jump. You're terrible.
Everybody know you lying. I mean, everybody know you lying. Stevie Wonder right now is cussing you out because he's saying you lying.
Well, Stevie need to get a better outfit.
Man, okay, see right there? See? On Tom Jones' show, you could not talk about Aretha Franklin. Tom didn't allow that. Don't you can't be messing with Stevie. That's a legend.
Listen, I talk about Stevie, I talk about Aretha, I talk about you, and I talk about unemployed Tom Jones. All of y'all can come get something.
See,
but
right
you
there.
Gonna be first.
See, right there. See? Ain't no respect for black legends. We done. Earthquake, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Follow me on The Real Earthquake.
All right, thanks a lot.
Back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. As our community comes together to support the fight against racial injustice, I want to take a second to talk about one thing we can do to ensure our voices are heard. Not tomorrow, but now. Have your voices heard in terms of what kind of future we want by taking the 2020 census today at 2020census.gov? Now, folks, let me help you out. The census is a count of everyone living in the country. It happens once every 10 years. It is mandated by the U.S. Constitution. The thing that's important is that the census informs funding, billions of dollars, how they are spent in our communities every single year. I grew up in Clinton Park in Houston, Texas, and we wanted new parks and roads and a senior citizen center. Well, the census helps inform all of that and where funding goes. It also determines how many seats your state will get in the U.S. House of Representatives. Young black men and young children of color are historically undercounted, which means a potential loss of funding for services that helps our community. Folks, we have the power to change that. We have the power to help determine where hundreds of billions in federal funding go each year for the next 10 years. Funding that can impact our community, our neighborhoods, and our families and friends. Folks, responses are 100% confidential and can't be shared with your landlord, law enforcement, or any government agency. So please, take the 2020 census today. Shape your future. Start at 2020census.gov.